Hey creator, come here. No, I mean, come closer. Why are you managing chaos? You're hosting your course on Google Drive, using another platform to build your sales page, and a totally different platform to receive payments. And guess what? Sometimes you can't even receive payment from your international customers. Why are you trying to manage chaos? Or don't you like your peace of mind? With Selar, you can manage the whole process of selling your digital products from one place. From hosting your ebooks and courses, receiving payments, managing your customers' data, automated follow-up for abandoned transactions, and even building beautiful sales pages. Don't you like your peace of mind? Life is hard enough. Allow us to take care of a few things, Stop managing chaos and start using Selar today.
Being a creator is a lot. We understand the effort you put into your creative work, always showing up and delivering value. We see you. As a creator, we know you need to be supported. And that's why Show Love by Selar was created just for you. Show Love enables you to easily accept tips and donations from your supporters and fans all over the world. With Show Love, your fans, community, audience, and followers can now reward you for all the hard work you put in. What's more, you can receive these tips and donations from anyone, anywhere in the world. To get started, all you have to do is go to www.selar.co/showlove, fill in your details, and in less than 5 minutes, you can set up your Show Love page and start accepting tips. It's as easy as ABC. So what are you waiting for? Over 10,000 creators are using Show Love, and you should be one of them.
Hey Siri, how do I make money as a digital creator? How can I make money from my creativity? What's the best course hosting platform in Africa?
To do that, you'll need to be online.
All right, I'm online. What's next? Everyone has a story to tell. The difference is in how we tell them. As a creator, you tell your stories with the content you create. Our job is to give you a platform to monetize your content. So the next time you think about digital products, think Selar. Get started for free on selar.co today.
Hey creator, come here. No, I mean, come closer. Why are you managing chaos? You're hosting your course on Google Drive, using another platform to build your sales page, and a totally different platform to receive payments. And guess what? Sometimes you can't even receive payment from your international customers. Why are you trying to manage chaos? Or don't you like your peace of mind? With Selar, you can manage the whole process of selling your digital products from one place. From hosting your ebooks and courses, receiving payments, managing your customers' data, automated follow-up for abandoned transactions, and even building beautiful sales pages. Don't you like your peace of mind? Life is hard enough. Allow us to take care of a few things, Stop managing chaos and start using Selar today.
Being a creator is a lot. We understand the effort you put into your creative work, always showing up and delivering value. We see you. As a creator, we know you need to be supported. And that's why Show Love by Selar was created just for you. Show Love enables you to easily accept tips and donations from your supporters and fans all over the world. With Show Love, your fans, community, audience, and followers can now reward you for all the hard work you put in. What's more, you can receive these tips and donations from anyone, anywhere in the world. To get started, all you have to do is go to www.selar.co/showlove, fill in your details, and in less than 5 minutes, you can set up your Show Love page and start accepting tips. It's as easy as ABC. So what are you waiting for? Over 10,000 creators are using Show Love, and you should be one of them.
Hey Siri, how do I make money as a digital creator? How can I make money from my creativity? What's the best cost hosting platform in Africa?
To do that, you'll need to be online.
All right, I'm online. What's next? Everyone has a story to tell. The difference is in how we tell them. As a creator, you tell your stories with the content you create. Our job is to give you a platform to monetize your content. So the next time you think about digital products, think Selar. Get started for free on selar.co today.
Hi everyone, how are you doing today? How are we all doing this evening? I like what I'm seeing in the comments, like we are super excited. So if you're also excited, just please in the comments. Let me see. Just a mic check. Be sure you're hearing me, be sure you're following, and also to be sure that you are excited to be here. And I think it's going to be a very, very, very interesting session. I'm sure you'd agree with me. Okay, yes, that's good. So today's good evening, everyone, once again, and welcome to building a profitable creator business. What actually works, and I'm really glad you're all here. So, and the thing that what we want to talk about today is not just about um, going viral. It's not about like chasing the algorithms, but it's more of like how can you be the profitable creator business? You're a content creator, you're a creator in a very important niche or the knowledge you have. How can you actually take that from like just being a content creator to actually building that business. So there's a big difference. And creators are everywhere today, but profitable creators or sustainable creator businesses, that's like a totally different conversation. So yeah, that's the conversation we're having today. This session is hosted by Selar in partnership with Business Day Nigeria. At Selar, we work with thousands of African creators selling courses, memberships, communities, digital downloads, tickets, and more. So we see what works, what doesn't, and we see the patterns behind sustainable income. And at Business Day brings the business lens, the market insights, data, context, sustainability, and thinking. So today is basically where creativity meets commerce. Yeah. And just to give you a brief of like what you can expect in this session as it comes on. So we're going to talk about what digital products are actually scaling. We're going to hear things about how to design content that converts. We're also going to like probably say a little bit of why most creators struggle to monetize, how to build simple sales systems, and how to also move from content creator to creator business owner. So if you are following me, I would like to see some of your comments. Just keep dropping it in the chat box. I'm actually really excited with what you're saying. And today we're joined by two incredible voices. First is Fisayo Fosudo. He's a technology and finance video producer, visual storyteller, and creator of the Creator Business Mastery. He'll be sharing how content becomes a real business. Then we also have Paul Foh coming on board, a sales expert and creator of the Sales Factory, and he's going to break down how creators can sell without sounding salesy. I think that's a very, very interesting thing to say. Then, representing Business Day Nigeria, we have Tolulope E, who will bring the markets and data perspective on where the creator economy is headed. So let's get into it. Um, so introducing our first speaker for today. Uh, introducing our first speaker. Okay. So while so if you are looking, let me know in the comment section what you are looking forward to the most in this session, or what you plan to gain from this session today. If there's one thing that you're looking for, and if you're a content creator already in the chat box, just in the comment, just let us know, okay, yeah, I'm a content creator, or you're looking to start content. I think it would be very, very good to know that. Okay, so we have Fisayo Fosudo with us. So just to introduce Fisayo Fosudo before he starts. Hi, how you doing? Um, so Fisayo is a Nigerian technology and finance video producer. I think I've mentioned this already. As a visual storyteller, known for his thoughtful, high quality breakdown of complex topics. If you're looking for complex topics that talks about tech and finance, just go to Fosudo's page. You're going to get them. Then over the years, he has built a strong personal brand rooted in clarity, depth, and trust. Beyond content creation, Fisayo has also focused on helping other creators build sustainable businesses through his program, the Creator Business Mastery, where he teaches creators how to create intentionally, earn strategically, and grow without wasting time figuring everything out alone. So today is going to be sharing his insights on how to move from simply creating content to building a structured creator business. Please join me in welcoming drum roll Fisayo Fosudo. Good evening, Fisayo. How are you doing today?
Good evening. How's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Awesome. I'm good. I'm doing great. It's a really huge honor to be here. Shout out to Stella. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone on this stream
Thank you
today.
very much.
Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I look forward to the rest of this session and any questions that you guys have. So, thank you.
Okay. All right then. I think I will leave the floor to you. So what you have for us today. So I'm going to start.
All right. So I'll probably just go ahead and start with maybe I'll call it like four key, I don't know what I'll call it, four key pillars, but the four main things I would say that you need to look out for when you want to start out with content creation. And if you can't hear me, please put it in the chat. If you can't. So okay, I believe everybody can hear me. If you can't hear me, please put it in the chat. I'm trying to. Okay, okay. All right. So I think there are four main things that I sort of always think about when it comes to content creation. And I'm going to speak at this from the perspective of someone who is a creator, specifically with educative content or content that basically is informative, like is informing people about something, right? So the first thing I would say is the foundations, obviously. There's first of all the foundations. And then the next thing is what I would call, okay, foundations, the audience. Then there's also monetization, which is what everybody obviously wants to know. And scaling your community or scaling what you are doing. So becoming, um, from where you started to where you hope you want to go. The first thing that people know or notice is people already see creators who are sort of doing well. They already see people who are, and value entertaining, educative.
Being a creator is a lot. We understand the effort you put into your creative work, always showing up and delivering value. We see you. As a creator, we know you need to be supported. And that's why Show Love by Selar was created just for you. Show Love enables you to easily accept tips and donations from your supporters and fans all over the world. With Show Love, your fans, community, audience, and followers can now reward you for all the hard work you put in. What's more, you can receive these tips and donations from anyone, anywhere in the world. To get started, all you have to do is go to www.selar.co/showlove, fill in your details, and in less than 5 minutes, you can set up your Show Love page and start accepting tips. It's as easy as ABC. So what are you waiting for? Over 10,000 creators are using Show Love, and you should be one of them.
Hey Siri, how do I make money as a digital creator? How can I make money from my creativity? What's the best course hosting platform in Africa?
To do that, you'll need to be online.
All right, I'm online. What's next? Everyone has a story to tell. The difference is in how we tell them. As a creator, you tell your stories with the content you create. Our job is to give you a platform to monetize your content. So the next time you think about digital products, think Seller. Get started for free on seller.co today.
Hey creator, come here. No, I mean, come closer. Why are you managing chaos? You're hosting your course on Google Drive, using another platform to build your sales page, and a totally different platform to receive payments. And guess what? Sometimes you can't even receive payment from your international customers. Why are you trying to manage chaos? Or don't you like your peace of mind? With Seller, you can manage the whole process of selling your digital products from one place. From hosting your ebooks and courses, receiving payments, managing your customers' data, automated follow-up for abandoned transactions, and even building beautiful sales pages. Don't you like your peace of mind? Life is hard enough. Allow us to take care of a few things, Stop managing chaos and start using Seller today.
Hey guys, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? If you can, I had to change my browsers, so yeah, the network, the network was very horrible, but we're back. So,
Outside the law. Even sir.
just going to go right ahead and start. Again, guys, so sorry about that. The network was very, very bad, but I'll just go ahead and start. I don't know if I'm able to share my screen, but I'll just share what I have to say. The first thing is content creation is value creation, and value creation is, for me, my content is basically educative content, and you've seen entertaining content as well. So entertaining content, stuff that you would get, stuff that you would watch and you obviously laugh at, those kinds of things. So for my kind of content, I think of content as I think of my content as educative. And whenever I'm making this content, the goal for me is I want people to live better than they came, right? So that's the first thing. Like, how do I make people leave this place better than they came? One sec. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see now the screen. Okay, so you can see my screen. All right. So there's the origin versus the brand, the content versus the brand, rather. So this is like the origin. So why should anybody choose your content over anyone else's content? Why should I watch you over anyone else? What is the value that you are giving to me? And whenever you are scrolling on social media, I want you to think about this thing. You are scrolling because you want to be educated or you want to be entertained. Those are the two sort of options that you have. Or maybe you want to be inspired or you just want to feel something, right? So that's what you are actually scrolling for. That is what you want to see on social media. And the goal of it is, what are you doing for me? Now I want you to think about this with a brand statement. I want to think about this as a brand statement. I help blank understand blank so that they can blank. Now, keep in mind, I'm saying this from the perspective of someone who is a creator for educative content. So I help tech enthusiasts, I help tech creators, I help people who are interested in this field understand tech content so that they can live better than they came. or I help people understand finance so that they can live better than they came. That is sort of like the goal that I have. So this is the goal that you want to be thinking about when it comes to content creation. What you want to do actually. What is the goal here? And when I was speaking earlier, I talked about the content versus the brand. This is why people would choose you over anyone else, because you actually understand this. So when it comes to growth now, when it comes to audience building, it is not by accident. You can actually create this. And the ways you can create this is by staying consistent. But remember, consistency, you've definitely heard this thing like consistency is key, stay consistent, blah, 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 right? The way to stay consistent is obviously because you make something that there's intention behind. You understand why, you're helping people understand a certain topic. You want to be able to combine three things. First of all, content is not going to succeed unless there's attention. Okay, so the first one is attention. Then the next one is obviously your content has to be clear. It has to be something that you can actually, people can actually see and understand and be like, okay, I know what this is. This is, a good comedy skit. This is a sketch. This is something else, right? And then the other thing you want to have is trust. But this one, you have to build it over time. It's not going to just like happen overnight. It's going to take a while for it to happen. And when it comes to audience building, the audience isn't necessarily followers, isn't necessarily, oh, this many people follow me. Audience is interest and belief. So audience is interest because if you look at again these platforms, the algorithm is a bunch of interests. The algorithm is a bunch of people that are interested in something. So people can say something and be like, maybe they stumble upon a video, like a short form video, for instance, a reel. They like it, but they just move on. And then the next time they see a video from you again, I'm sure that this happens to a lot of people, especially on a platform like Instagram and YouTube, which are very like relational platforms. So you watch it and you're like, okay, this is nice, but you don't follow, you don't interact. Maybe you like, but you are scrolling again, and that content shows up on your feed again. This way, you actually know that this is okay. I'm interested in this thing. The platform knows that you're interested in this thing. You may now click on their profile, or you may like the post. Sometimes that's happened to me where I've seen 5 posts from a creator, and I never even liked any one of them. But because I watched it until the end, the platform understood that I was interested in that thing, and they kept recommending that. So that is actually audience. It's not necessarily the followers per se. It's actually people that sort of believe in what you're saying and are listening to what you're saying. So think about the thing that you have watched and you didn't engage with. I want you to think about that thing and figure out, why did I not engage with this post? Again, remember we're talking about this thing from the perspective of, again, content versus brand. Why should people actually watch you? People are going to watch your stuff, but they may not necessarily engage with it. You want to reverse engineer that and look at it from your own perspective. Why did I watch something and I didn't engage with it, right? And maybe take a note of that and see if maybe there's something you could improve from this, because we're getting somewhere with this. So because trust is everything, I want to engage with the content because it is engaging for me, it is entertaining for me, or it is useful for me. Remember, we are all scrolling on these platforms for selfish reasons. But as a creator, you are now reverse engineering this and looking at it from the perspective of the audience. So you are making this video because you know that it will be entertaining for someone or useful for someone. And you're now going to have to do this, and people are able to watch it over time. The platforms are able to recommend this video more and more. So I have some examples of this, like my videos, for instance, where I unbox stuff. I don't say anything in those videos, but those videos will tend to get millions of views because um, people don't, there's no language in that video, and it's interesting to all. What's it called? It's interesting to all types of audiences. It's interesting to people who speak Hindu. It's interesting to people who speak Russian, and we get those comments that I don't even know how to read or can't even translate, right? That's because it is interesting to someone, but now it's interesting to more people across the board. And when I speak in the content, it's only locked to like an English audience, and it has to now follow all those laws of, does the beginning hook me? Does the beginning hook me? Like, does it make me stop scrolling? Is the video interesting to watch until the end? All of those parameters are very, very crucial to take note of. So again, the content is not about you. It is about what changes for the audience. Remember that I spoke about like my own sort of brand values, and it was, I help people understand something by them living better than they came. So now they live better than they came. They understand this thing much better, and that is sort of the value that that you're getting. Is there any question? If you have any question, please pop it in the chat before I move on. All right. So let's talk about monetization. Turning your content into income. Content, making money from content. I don't know. I'm looking at the okay. Making money from content is a result of what you have done. You should have done something before your content can be monetizable. There's two ways. You could monetize via okay, before I talk about those two ways, the first rule, or the golden rule I have, is you want to create the kind of content that you want to get paid for. Like I said, you should have done something. So you should have created the content. The content should have been out there before you can get paid for it. So for instance, on YouTube, there's no way you get ad revenue if the content doesn't exist. YouTube is displaying ads on these videos. So the videos that you've put out on these platforms. For instance, I have a little over 500 videos on a platform like YouTube, for instance. And all of those videos, for anybody that watches them, there's an ad that plays on it, except the short form videos. There's an ad that plays on top of those videos. And that is how I earn money from those. If I never made those videos, I would never earn that money. So that is one way. Obviously, when you make a video, even if there's no ad that plays in that video, you talk about a product or you talk about a service, and if that service has an affiliate program, you can point at the link in the description or somewhere for people to buy those products, and you can get a small commission from those. And then there's also brand deals where you are working with a brand. Again, you need to have made something for a brand to recognize you. And this is where this golden rule again comes in. Create the kind of content that you want to get paid for. Because when you've made that kind of content, brands can now recognize that, oh, you've made this content, and they can see themselves in your video, and they can now sort of pay to be part of your audience and the part of people that are interested in that thing. Because really, that is what brands are paying for. They're paying for the fact that people are interested in what you have to say, and they're able to link to that. So this is my YouTube channel. This is a video from my YouTube channel. This is my actual backend, and this video had 1.7 million views. You can see the watch time, you can see the amount of subscribers that came through, and you can see the ad revenue from my actual video. So this is what the backend of a YouTube video would look like. But there's no way that this will happen unless I made the video again. And in terms of brand deals, like I said, they pay for access to your audience and some kind of influence or someone that gets it. If you actually understand sort of your audience, you understand what they want, the kind of things that they like to see, this is where you can work with brand deals. Somebody mentioned ebooks. Definitely products are one massive way that you can make money as a creator. It's something I didn't talk about, something I'm actually even exploring, which is why we're here. We have a course on Seller as well. We're going to talk about that later. And then in terms of actually creating, the first thing you want to do is, beyond all of this stuff, many of you have heard all these things I've talked about. You actually want to create the content, right? You want to put something out there. Remember this golden rule. You have to create the kind of content that you want to get paid for. It doesn't work if you do not have content, no matter what. It does not work if you do not have content. The next thing is accountability. How do you keep this going? How do you keep this as something that, this has to happen, this has to be the way, this has to be the thing I'm doing? It doesn't have to interfere with your day job, shouldn't interfere with your day job. I wouldn't recommend quitting content creation, quitting your job for content creation. But definitely there will be trial and error. Like, it's not a straight path. For me, it took like 6 months before I even got my first brand deal, and it took a couple more months before I was monetized on YouTube, right? And that is so 2 years ago, actually 2 years ago, I started working on this. So it's the creator business and mastery course, and it took probably all of 2 years to get it written, and then a couple of months to actually record. So what we did was I had a call with 50 people who wanted to be creators and who were already creators, one on one. Sat down with them, 3 hour calls on some, 1 hour call on some others. But there were about 50 people, actually over 50 people, that I had a call with. And we made 60 videos, short videos, but in entirety, it's like 3 hours of videos, and they are on Seller. And you can see what the chapter looks like. So I talked about content, consistency, growth, and then monetization, making money as a creator. And all of this is on Seller right now. What I'm trying to do is, for all those problems or all the next steps that we talked about, how can we even get structure? How can we get accountability? How can we get depth? And how can we get people that are on the same path with us, people that actually want to create content with us, right? Before I go on to the last slide, if you have questions, please pop it in the chat. I'm going to be answering those questions now. Somebody asked, how do you grab attention with educational content? So the first thing is, like I said, value is like the first thing. But people are always like, okay, you can give value, you can, I'll say pretty much value is everywhere in, quotes. You can go on somewhere like ChatGPT and become the wiser person. You can actually Google something or you can learn something, right? But what people actually want is a structure that helps them get from point A to point B. That is the main thing that people want. Nobody really wants to hear 5 tips or 6 things that work, in this way, unless you are actually really, really bullish about it, or you're sharing something unique or from your own perspective. And this is another thing I always talk about. You as a creator, you always want to have perspective. That is the first thing that you want to have. Like, this is my own perspective, this is my own take, and this is what will make you stand out. You want to have perspective. So if you want to really stand out as an education content creator, you actually want to be helping people get from point A to point B with what you are making, and it has to be your perspective. This way you can be a slide and show you we are building a personal brand, and this is the way to go. So just like I mentioned earlier, it took us 2 years to be able to do the creator business and mastery, which is what we're calling it. And it is 60 videos. It is everything I know about content creation, actually. And this is the breakdown. So content, consistency, growth, money, and you can get it on fisayocourse.com. This is where everything is. I'm going to go to another question. So if the content is not about you, how do you make it relatable? I'm not saying that the content is not about you. I'm saying that it is about them. It is about your audience. It is about the people that are watching. So this is, if you can understand this, you can actually put yourself in their shoes. You can actually put yourself in that place. And if what you do is maybe lifestyle, or you have like a personal brand that you're trying to build, you can infuse that into what the audience wants. I think this is kind of, I spoke when I had an interview with a creator called Mr. Who's because he's one of the biggest tech creators in the world. And something I asked him was like this same question, like, how do we grow as creators? And he mentioned something about creating content for himself. He mentioned something about creating content for the audience, and sort of a snackable content, something that people can watch. It may not necessarily be for him or the audience, just something that people can watch over time and just like, get the gist of. When you make something for yourself, it is something that you yourself wish existed in the world. And once that is out there, it is out there, whether it gets views or not. If you make content for the audience, it is what people want to see. There is science to prove that people want to see this content. There's enough stuff to prove that people want to see this content, and people are going to watch this content. that can get viral, but it may not necessarily be something that you want to do. And then there's the mix of like the general content, right? So you can do something that is just maybe like tips, or you can do something like 5 steps of something, or just a bunch of short form video in a long form video, something like that. So you can mix it. But the main thing is you actually want to create for people, because in the end, it's people that are watching your videos. On YouTube, we have over 100 million views. I don't even know what that looks like. I don't know what 100 million anything in terms of views look like, but that's what we've been able to get over the course of the years, right? And for us to do that, we needed to appeal to, first of all, people want to watch reviews of smartphones on time, and they want to watch reviews of the latest smartphones, and that is the job that I have to deliver. And because I already love what I want to do, which is making videos about phones, I'm able to do it that way. um I'm going to look. I'm not sure I understand this question. How to get to buy from you? What about graphic design? Somebody asked about graphic design, which is something I used to be a graphic designer, and there's a video on my channel about graphic design, which I expose like my how, the income, how much I made as a graphic designer for a certain period, and I also talked about tips for monetizing. Many of them still hold true today. However, it is more principles of business, if anything. Graphic design is just a part of a business that you can do, right? But it's how you are running a business. How can you run a profitable business? And the main thing is, if you actually care about your clients, that there's nothing else that that matters above that. If you care about your clients, you're able to explain stuff in story form or in detailed form, and there's actually thought and care in what you are doing. I think just watch the video on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel. You can watch it there for free. I think that is all the questions I'm getting. I'm a video creator, AI creator, prompt engineer, and also a skit maker with 50K followers. Can I still fit all this together in one funnel? How do I start generating leads that will buy my products? If there's any, I think something else I can easily recommend to everyone is, if you have the means or the resources, I can recommend a book that you can read. But also, I can actually make a video about this on my YouTube channel. So if that's something you're interested in, please let me know. I can consider making a video on. So we have a channel called Finance Friday on YouTube, and we talk about like money stuff, finance stuff. So I would want to do a video like that. So some of those questions I can't necessarily answer here. How about creating yours alongside? Well, so that's something else that you want to think about. Like, is it digital products? Do they have affiliates? Like pieces or affiliate portals there. I know Seller does have an affiliate portal, and there's a couple of people that are affiliates for um, the Creator Business and Mastery, which is my own course on Seller as well. How can I use content creation to build my brand? A bill payment app. So something I would say is I'm seeing also a wave of people who are founders or people who are business owners using content creation, right, to be able to kickstart their business, or at least grow marketing for their business. And this is a very, very, very profitable way to go about it, but it can take a lot of toll on you as a person. What I'll say to this is absolutely amazing if you are going to take the step. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely amazing. The one thing you want to focus on though is you don't want to always be salesy. You don't want to always be selling that thing, like saying like, oh, buy this, buy this, buy this. You can infuse a use case You can talk about something that this was helpful for you, or talk about it from someone else's perspective. You can also talk about the failure points that you have, like, oh, I failed at this thing and it didn't work out well for me. So this is how I'm going about it, or what I did that sort of solved that problem. You don't have to make content about everything, but you can make content about something that is useful to your bottom line in a way, but it's not necessarily coming as salesy. But it's also still the same principles of content. It is valuable to someone because again, people are watching content for themselves. People want to benefit themselves when they are watching the content. They're not watching it because they just like you. I mean, some people are watching content because they like you, but it is the vast majority they are watching it for themselves. So a lot of principles in content, a lot of principles in running a business itself. So the link to the channel is just check for Finance Friday on YouTube. You'll be able to find my channel where I talk about like money stuff.
All right. I can help you read the questions just so, yeah. But I think you've pretty much covered most of the questions. Yes.
So a lot of people are
Uh,
asking about ebooks, which is very interesting.
yeah. I think it's very interesting. So clients having problems. Okay, some of them we could respond to them in the comments. So we have our team will respond to some of the questions in the comments. I'm not sure if you took on this question. What's your take on picking a specific niche as a newbie?
My take on picking a specific
Specific
niche.
niche as a newbie.
So this is very 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 is a very good question because you can what is recommended, and this is something I talk about in the course itself. So for we have like two tiers in the course. Like there's a course alone, so you can take just the course alone, and there's a cohort where we have like every Saturday we have like a weekly class, something like this, live. You can ask me any question, right? Something I talk about there is your channel is a show, and you want to have a show that people can tune into over and over again. It pays you massive dividends to focus on one niche such that you become known for that thing. And when it comes time to branch out, you become this person that branched to this rather than this person that does this and this. Because having that specialization can be very, very, very can give you massive dividends in that way. So you want to be able to have that, what do you call it now? Specialization, but also become the master in that space. And that is really, really what you want to focus on. Like it pays massive dividends to focus on one thing and do it well, especially if you love doing that thing. But if it doesn't work, by all means, please pivot, try something else if it does not work. But if it does, you actually want to. The process is try, figure out the one that works, and then double down on the one that works.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I think that was very, very useful. A couple of questions still coming in, but I think because of our time, we'll give time for the next person to come on board. We'll
You said
probably have a spot for Q&A. I said because of our time. Can you hear me clearly?
yes, I
Yes, so
can.
we'll give time for the next person to come up, but we'll still have a time for like Q and A where we can just like answer some questions, and then we'll also try and answer some questions in the comments also as the session progresses. But that was really lovely. I really enjoyed the session. I was even taking some notes as you were speaking, and I'm sure everyone loved the session also. So do well to go check out this course, the Creator Mastery Blueprint. I think it's actually something that's very, very interesting and exciting. And I mean, if you want to really make that bank this year as a creator, might be something worth your time. So thank you very much once again, Fisayo.
Thank you.
Uh,
Someone There was one more question here, like how long before you switch? How long before you decide if something isn't
Besides
working?
something isn't working.
Yeah, I think you can kind of know if something isn't working, especially when there's maybe partly no financial rewards in it. You've done something for a while. And again, this is not me saying that you should only do content for just the money, right? It would pay you to make money from content creation. Like this is the dream. Like we see creators that are doing well in this space and we really, really want to be like them. And nothing wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that, right? So, you know, you want to be able to do what they've done or like try and, be like them. Absolutely valid. The one thing I would say is if you've tried, you truly like this thing and you've tried your best and you have sort of hit a wall or nobody else is doing this thing. If somebody else is doing this thing, there's a chance that you can explore another angle, right? But if nobody else is doing this thing, maybe you should actually try something else. So I think it's when you've tried and you've sort of hit a wall. I think that's the what would you call it? Maybe the deciding factor, if you will. So I actually want to do something. Or I want to give you guys a discount to the course as well. So just give me a second. I'll put it in the chat, but you can just like go on.
All right, there. And once you share to also like share it with the team, with them also, and
Yeah.
pin it. But thank you very much. I think I should thank you to Fisayo because like that was exciting. That was awesome, and then we got bonus 30 discounts. So uh, thank you very much, Fisayo, and thank you very much once again for that wonderful session.
Awesome. So
Uh,
code is seller 30. So whether you're getting the course alone or um the cohort, so I don't know if I can type it in the chat. Ready. So use seller 30 when you're checking out. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. I don't know. I can't put anything in the chat, or is it just me?
we'll put it. Someone put it. And it will be pinned.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So it's all caps SELAR 30. So thank you so much, Seller.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining this. You guys are wonderful. Your questions were very challenging and interesting. And yeah, I hope you found some value in this too. And I look forward to seeing you. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Fisayo. That was wonderful. So I'm sure you'll enjoy the session. To talk about our next person coming up. But like before I even go on, if you enjoyed the session, just tell me one of the major things you gained from the session. Like, oh, let me just hear. Uh, let me just hear one of the major things you gained from the session. Uh, one thing that stood out from you from the first session because it talked about a lot of things. It talked about like the content, talk about reverse engineering, and also trying to understand your audience. So, which one stood out for you throughout the session? I like to know. So which one stood out for you throughout the session? Um, and yes, the code is shared in Seller 30. It will be posted for you. Yes, okay. So just talking about the next person coming up. So we're joined by a representative from Business Day Nigeria, who is our partner for this webinar. Business Day is one of Nigeria's leading business publications and it's known for its data-driven reporting, market analysis, and deep insights into economic and business trends across Africa. And representing Business Day today is Tolulope, and she's going to come on stage. She brings a strong perspective on the evolving African landscape and the role of data in shaping sustainable growth. So I'm really excited to hear what Tolulope has for us today. Hi, Tolulope, how are you doing today?
Hi, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, 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 yes.
All right. It's a privilege to be here. How did your day go?
My day went well. How about yours?
Very well, thank you. Thank you once again for the opportunity. Let's see. I don't know what's up with my video. Okay, perfect. All right. So, very quickly, I'll be. Let me see if I can share my screen. Uh, a minute, please. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. What's it title? All right. Okay, so very quickly, I'll be speaking on intelligence, not trends, separates profitable creators. I work for Business Day as a deputy online editor. And our webinar theme basically highlights the essentials of creating a profitable creator business, focusing on intelligence-based decisions, fleeting trends or hype. It also emphasizes that profitability stems from understanding market truth and verified data, not just gaining attention online. It guides creators to building sustainable income by prioritizing product development and strategic insights over chasing viral moments. Now to the real problem creators face today, and I have to say that most people today think that if you crack social media, you have cracked business. If you understand TikTok, you understand X, you understand Instagram, you will automatically make money. But that's not what's happening in the real creator economy. What actually separates creators struggle from creators who consistently make money is not creativity, it's actually intelligence. Now, it's not about following trends, it's about using intelligence to make better business decisions. And that's exactly what this slide is talking about. Views and likes are not enough. Virality does not mean profitability. And revenue examples demonstrate strategy. Cool. Yeah, I mentioned that making money as a creator is not about following trends. It's about using intelligence, better business decisions. I believe that trends will help you get, but what intelligence does is help choose the right, help you avoid expensive mistakes. Truly, attention intelligence is quiet, but in the long run, intelligence will pay. And then what I meant by virality does not equal viability is to say that going viral have a business. Give you a typical example. If a creator posts a funny skit, it gets 1,000 views. No product, no service, no email list, no offer. That is purely entertainment. It is not business. Another creator who has about say 3,000 followers, but product of 15k, 15,000 naira, 100 people. That's say give or take like 1.5 million naira. It is the same internet, but a completely different outcome. Now, the difference between both of them, one is chasing attention, and the other one is building with intelligence. So, creators rely on intelligence and not noise. Profitable, um, yes, and intelligence and not noise. That's this slide is saying. I'll just move quick. Okay, so my next slide says profitable creators rely on intelligence, and I highlighted 5 point making long-term viability versus short-term popular. In summary, they don't build products based on what people are talking about, on what people are actually paying for and what the market is moving towards. The social media is actually full of opinions. Everyone is talking, everyone is predicting, everyone is hyping, but intelligence is the difference there. Intelligence is verifying information about markets, about industries, business direction. Now, a simple real life example. Take for example, two Nigerian creators both want to sell a digital product. Now, creator A goes on X and TikTok and sees that everybody's talking about AI prompts. So he quickly goes ahead, he creates the AI prompts for beginners simply because it is trending. He launches them and then he finds out that sales are slow. Now, why did he slow sales? It's simply because most people talking about AI prompts, they are just curious buyers. They're not businesses with budgets. Creator B, on the other hand, I call he or she the intelligent driven creator. Now, instead of following Twitter conversations, he or she reads business and market intelligence. He or she sees data showing that companies are strong productivity, SMEs trying to automate workflows, businesses are cutting costs and staff time. So creator B goes ahead, AI workflow templates, creates how to automate admin and report down. It is the same AI trend, but a different product. One is built on noise, the other one is built on market demand. Now, the difference is not creativity. The difference again here is clearly intelligence, because one creator listens to social media, the other creator market, and that is why profitable creators diligence. That's the summary of this slide. The next slide is industry and consumer trends. What it means is that how people and businesses are actually starting to buy more. Yes, industry and consumer trend is understanding and businesses are actually starting to buy more, and what they are slowly moving away from. These two creators, they want to sell. What do I use? What example do I use now? An online. They want to build an online product. Creator A again goes. He looks at and then you notices kit videos from like Mr. Macaroni, Nasboy and Co. This is funny relationship content and lifestyle content. Most of this content are getting a lot of views, so he decides to go ahead, build, and it has lots of clicks. Goes ahead, looks at industry and consumer trends. Now, this creator B is the intelligent one. Let's not forget. He or she sees from notices from notices from and education reports. More people are registering for professional exams. More workers are switching careers. Companies are demanding digital and technical skills. What does this creator do? It goes ahead, builds an exam preparation product. What else? Training product and the likes. Now, the product that creator B is producing, they are them evergreen products, meaning that these products, come rain, come sunshine, they will always sell, regardless of time, regardless of season. Making sense to anyone? Both creators are their own. Both of them see same interests, but one looks at what people are watching, the other one looks at what people are paying for. Emphasis on what people are paying for. Now, that is what industry and consumer trends help you understand. They show you where the real demand is growing, and not where noise is growing. So instead of content just for fun, you build products around real problems that exist, and bam, my next slide talks about market projections and signals. I summarized this whole point in 5 points. Trends we ask you, trends we ask what is hot today. Intelligence, people still need this thing next year. It's very much in line with the last that I talked about. For example, career skills, business tools, digital productivity, what else? Certification training. These products are long-term markets. Come rain, come sunshine, like I said, they always sell. So this slide has summarized professional certifications, learning and educational solutions, digital tools, and templates. So that's the summary. My next slide is policy, regulation, and economic shifts. Now, I'm very much interested in comments. Okay. Okay. Sorry, if can we still see my? Okay, I would. Let me see if I can minimize policy, regulation, and economic shifts. Um, what this slide is just saying is summary. I've just written down. It simply means that taxes and the economy, it's sooner than later going to affect how creators make money before it becomes a problem. Um, Take, for example, two creators that want to sell digital products on Instagram. Both of them are trying to sell an ebook, they're trying to sell templates, and they're trying to sell a small online course. So, to policy and economic changes. I'm just a small creator. The government is not consulting me. It does not track his income. So, because of that, it doesn't track his income properly. He does not understand how digital income is classified. He does not pay attention to conversations around tax on side hustles. The intelligent one, like I've been using to illustrate, he or she reads business and poly news. This being notices that tax authorities are beginning to focus on digital income sales, how online are becoming more visible. She notices that payment firms are sharing more transaction data, so he or she prepares early. But she separates personal and me, which is one big mistake that most creators are guilty of, mixing personal money and business money together, and then she's about work as a real business. Both creators making money today, but only wanted, which is creator B. This this exactly is what policy, regulation, and economic intelligence gives you. It helps you to stay profitable and not just popular. In case you are not, creators are no longer invisible. The government is now paying attention to online income, digital products, and side hustle. So if you think that you have one side hustle somewhere that is going to escape the tax, I think you are wrong. You're on that. If you're in that category, you are wrong. So I said tax and compliance example, understanding income, maintaining diligent record keeping accurate record of your income, of your expenses, and which is essential for compliance and potential auditing processes. Um, Preparation for evolving regulations, learning compliances, proactively engaging with financiers. I will try and see. Let me see if I can. If there are any questions? What I'm following. Okay, I think I'm saying. All right. The next slide. Rush up the remain. We have technology platform and payment changes. What is simply talking about is understanding how the tools, social platforms and payment systems that you depend on, how they are changing before it affects your income. I'll take you back to the two creators, the intelligent one and the one friend on trends. Two creators both to make money mainly from Instagram, and they're selling coaching and online training. Creator A focuses on content and threads, and he only cares about viral, what sound trending. This one is very, very common to TikTok. What format is being pushed, and it doesn't pay attention to the monetization rules. It doesn't pay attention to platform policies. It doesn't pay attention to payout structures or payment system or updates. Why creator B, on the other hand, intelligence, he or she follows business and platform updates. He notices that platforms are changing how things are treated. Some content formats are being deprioritized. She goes ahead. Yeah, she goes ahead, builds an email, their own landing page, diversifies how people can in. He or she understands platform monetization policies. Now, it is important that you bear in mind that creators will rely on platforms, build their businesses on rented, create their businesses on a rented land. Creators want platform and payment changes. They are building on a solid ground. That is why profitable creators pay attention to technology platform and payment intelligence. So platforms don't only change visibility, they change time to time, they change monetization rules, they change payouts, they change who gets promoted. So creators want trends can lose income overnight. I don't know if I'm making sense. Are we I said I have a few minutes left. Let me just move on to the next slide. This next slide. Okay. Just why business day matters in all of um okay, so this is where we at Business Day come in. We help you transition to a business, we help you transition to a business. Business Day equips creators to shift from solely focusing on creative expression to adopting strategic thinking about products. Business Day is not where you go to find what is trending on social media. It's where you go to understand what is happening in the economy, in markets and industries, and how those changes affect your income as a creator. Now, it is important that you know that we at Business Day, we help you choose the right product and not just content. We help you understand where money is moving. We help you understand how to protect your income by explaining you articles on articles on policy changes, tax conversations. A lot of people are having issues with tax. What are they going to tax? What are they not going to tax? Which income are they going to tax? Which income are they not going to tax? Pressures on business and so that you don't get shocked later. You understand trends. We on social media you will see what is popular. What you're going to learn is, why is this sector growing? Why are companies spending here? Why are consumers changing behavior? This is what allows you to build better offers. It helps you price better and position yourself professionally. Now, help you, will help creators move from content creation to business thinking. So if you truly want to build a profitable business only on social media, there's an opportunity for you to join. You can scan the barcode or you subscribe to our premium page. We give you access to not just heads. And if you subscribe to Business Day Premium, you can access deeper analysis, projections, and business insights, not just headlines. Business Day, again, this is not a platform. What is market intelligence, industry insight analysis? I'll try as much as possible chat. And I'm going to round up by saying that so I'm going to round up by saying that creators make money are not creative. They are the informed ones. They are the ones that use intelligence to choose better markets, products, price properly, and as well as protect their income. The one builds followers, the other reads intelligence. He understands the market and builds revenue. The difference between both of them. Before I go, I'll leave you with one simple truth, and it is the fact that growth without intelligence is sin. So if you really want to, not just the likes, I strongly recommend that you stay plugged into Business Day. Join our WhatsApp channel for daily market insights, business and market insights. Subscribe to our newsletters so that you are not reacting late to trends. And for everyone on this webinar, there's no discounted premium subscription webinar today, because the creators that win are the ones who read smarter today. So, in summary, yeah, I think that will be all from me this evening. Thank you.
All
Can you
right.
hear me?
Thank you very much, Tolu. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much
I
for
hear you.
that. Okay. Thank you very much. I think the details has been shared already, and we're also going to send a follow-up mail with everything you spoke about, and offer discounts and premium. Send the channel and the communities to everyone that is attending this. And I'm actually liking the comments that some of the comments that we mentioned. Intelligence makes a difference. Yes, intelligence does make a difference. Thank you very much, Tolu. Then, without further ado, I'll bring up our next guest and our final guest for today. His name of Paul Foh. So I think one thing to say is that it brings like a very critical dimension to this conversation, which is sales. So Paul Foh is a sales expert and coach and the founder of the Sales Factory, where it trains creators and entrepreneurs to drive consistent revenue through clear, practical sales systems. It specializes in helping people sell confidently without sounding pushy or inauthentic, especially when it comes to selling their own digital products and services. So today we're going to hear from Paul Foh. I'm going to break down a couple of things for us. So just, I would say, fasten your seatbelt and just like stay right there in your seat and listen to the session. And if you're excited to have Paul Foh come on board, just like drop an emoji. Let's know that you are here. You guys should drop an emoji, drop fire emoji so that Paul Foh like to bring in more. All right, thank you very much. I like the fact that people are playing. I like the fact that they're playing. And it's here. We can't hear you. Actually, no, okay. Paul. All right, so handing the mic over to you, Paul Foh. Good evening. How are you doing today?
That's fine. Guys, give me a second. I want to conclude this call now. So
That's right. That's fine, right? 5 p.m.
All right, so let's give it a figure. Let me try and attend some of our questions while someone wants to answer that. So let's have a question. Let's have a question. Involved. I know that you've had a couple of questions. If you have any question, but also in case you have any new questions or chats, you can also still drop it. It's coming back on board now. Very soon. All right, so it's going to be with us.
hello.
Hi.
Sorry, I was on a quick call. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing also?
Very, very well. Let me talk to my creator people.
All right then. I have the stage, I have the floor. Thank you very much.
All right. It's interesting that I can't see anybody, but I'm sure that they are seeing me. How many people do we have on the call?
We have about 200, over 200 people and rising. Yes.
All right, great. All right, very good evening to everybody. My name is Paul Foh, and I will just share from my experience. And I will share things that I think will help you in your journey and in your business. I have a background in sales. I've been doing this now for 18 years. I've been married for 19 years. Let's say 19 years, yeah. So we are living in the golden age. A golden age. Everybody, I've been giving you guys strategies. I'll just be pouring out my hearts to you guys. We're living in the golden age. You know, the late management guru, Peter Drucker, he said that the 21st century will be called the era of the 3 C's. Accelerated change, overwhelming complexities, and tremendous competition. He said that the 21st century will be the era of the 3 C's: accelerated change, overwhelming complexities, and tremendous competition. The changes is so accelerated and is powered by the internet, and now layered on top of that is AI, artificial intelligence. In this era that we're living in, if you are not making money as a creator, it's nobody's fault. It's on you. And think about it, even as a continent, a lot of our people are backwards in terms of these technological evolutions. So your knowledge is a key to helping you win in this time. You did get that? So how do you make that happen? The first step of running a profitable creator business is, number one, is your identity. It's who you say you are. Who are you? It is important that you understand who you are, not who somebody says that you are. It's your mindset. As you think, you become. You become what you are conscious of. If you don't see yourself as a business, you will not talk like a business. You will not act like a business. You will not behave like a business. So you are a business. It starts with the way that you think. As you think, so you become. It sounds like, oh, I've heard this before. No, you have not heard it. If your bank account does not reflect what you have heard, I don't think you heard me. I'm going to say that again. Until your bank account reflects what you think you have heard, you have not heard it. I don't want any of you watching me right now and say, I already know. You don't know it. Because if you know it, your behavior will know it. Oh. So you build your identity first. That's the most important thing. That you are the kind of person that can make money anywhere in this world. That you are the kind of person that you can make money anywhere in this world. I have an identity. One of my identity is, if I set my heart to do something, I'll do it. That I am a consistent person. I'm so consistent that I built an AI tool. Let me share my screen with you guys. Let me show you an AI tool that I just built. You know, I'll show you guys an AI tool that I just built. Now, so I meditate every day for 10 minutes. I visualize my dreams and I meditate every day for 10 minutes. I do that every single day. I started doing it on the 27th of December 2025. And this is today now. Today is the 25th of February 2026. That means I have meditated every day non-stop for 61 days. I spent 10 hours meditating every single day non-stop. Do you know why? Because I have an identity that I'm a consistent person. Now, a guy that can meditate every single day for 61 days, he can share content every single day. I don't think you heard me. He can send sales. He can send it. I send 20 DMs to 10 DMs every single day. Why? I have an identity that what I say I'm going to do, I'll do it. It's not about talent. It's about identity. Listen to me. You cannot succeed in this business if you don't have the right identity. You must have the consciousness that you are a successful person. It starts with your identity. Some of you don't have a consistent identity. You start, you stop. You start, you stop. You start, you stop. That's why you're where you are. Some of you are saying, this is the way I am. If you don't like the way I teach, you can leave the class. If you don't like the way I teach, go. If you like people who are very calm, God has given children. I'm not calm teacher. It's the way I do it, oh. Good. Good. Yeah. So, the starting point is your thoughts, your identity. I visualize it. I meditate for 10 minutes every single day. That's the first part. You must believe that you are worthy of it. See, if you don't have the identity of $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month or more, you can't have it. You can't have it. And in this business that you're doing, it is easy. You can do 10K a month. You can do $10,000 a month. Whether you live in Lagos, anywhere you are, if you have the internet, you can do $10,000 a month if you know what you're doing. I don't think you heard me. Oh, this is sweeting me. See, I can tell you this one. Some of you are saying, it's not easy. I'm 50 years old. Oh, Remy. Oh, they are not hearing me. They are not hearing me. No. These people, they are not hearing me. Oh. They are not hearing me. Oh, you go tell me, say, who sent me this class to do? You don't enter one chance to do. You have entered one chance with me today. You're not. Don't leave this. If you leave this class, I will chase you. Don't go anywhere. Stay there. Now. So, once you have and the way to form your identity is repetition. You write it down every single day. This is the kind of person that I am. You declare it every single day. That is your identity. I don't think I talked about myself a little bit for context. My name is Paul Foh. I am a sales trainer. I've been doing it for 18 years. I'm a sales trainer, and I do sales trainings for some of the largest real estate companies in Nigeria, in Africa, some of the largest banks and fintech companies and financial services companies. I'm very passionate about sales. I've been married for 19 years to my best friend. I'm 50 years old. My first child is 17 years old. My second child is 16, and my last son is 13 years old. So technically speaking, I'm older than I think everybody watching me right now. Did you get that? So you got to listen and learn a lot of the things that you're going to learn today. Did you get that? Good. So let's get straight to it. I love to read a lot. I'll talk to you guys about books I read. I read like 40 books every single year. Plus all the plenty books. I also have a lot of books I read in my Kindle, because I believe that knowledge is very, very powerful, and reading can really, really sort of like transform your essence and really, really transform your lives. All right. So I live in England with my wife and 3 children, and I shuttle the UK and Lagos every time. I'm in Nigeria every single year. All right, so let's get straight into it. I just wanted to give you guys some context. And I used to sell recharge card on the road. I used to hawk recharge card on Emekuku Street in Port Harcourt. Yeah, I used to hawk recharge card on the street of Port Harcourt. And I used to go to a market called Ariaria Market in Aba. And I would buy books from Ariaria Market. And I would take the books from office to office. And I would sell it to bankers on Olusegun Obasanjo Road in Port Harcourt. And while I was selling those books, I would keep telling them that I would do sales training. I would speak around the world. And to the glory of Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, I've called the nations that I haven't spoken in, Dubai, everywhere in the world. I've spoken all about the world. Shows you the power of the creator business and the power of living your dreams and achieving and going after, sort of like your dreams. So now that you have the identity, one way to do it is you write down your goals every single day. You declare it. I declare every day. In fact, one of my identities that I declare is that I am a great content creator. You'll be surprised, because that's the identity I want. I declare as an identity, as I'm a voracious and obsessive reader. That's the identity I want. I declare every day that I'm a great father to my 3 children, and I'm an amazing husband to my wife of 19 years. I declare it every single day. That's the identity I want. What identity do you want? You got to declare it repetitiously and begin to form that identity that you want. That's the first part. That's the first part. Now, after you have after you have understood that, after you've gotten the identity locked in and right, the next thing you want to now do is that what are the skill sets that you will need to be able to have a profitable business? What are the skill sets you will now need to able to have a profitable creator business? And one of the skills that you will now need, the high income skills, is the ability to sell. No, first of all, the ability to market yourself. Because some people are creators, they're good at creating, but they're very terrible at marketing and marketing themselves. Did you get that? So it's very, very important that you understand the power of marketing. Now, marketing and sales are not the same, because the second skill is sales. Marketing is your ability to get attention. If you don't know how to get somebody's attention, you cannot have a conversation with the person. And if you don't have a conversation, you cannot have a sales conversion, because every sales takes place in a conversation. In a conversation. Did you get that? So the starting point is you've got to get attention. The reason why Selar got me here to speak to you people today is because I got their attention. And according to Selar, I am among the top creators in terms of revenue and earnings in the African continent. I'm very grateful to the Lord about that. Did you get that? You got to get attention. Now, there are 2 ways to get attention. You can get attention with value, or you can get attention with controversy. Now, for all of us here, we don't want controversy. We can get people's attention with value. Now, how do you get people's attention, right? You only get people's attention when you speak to the problems that the people have. You understand? All your customers, they're in two worlds. All your customers are in a world of hell, and all your customers are in a world of heaven. Your product is the bridge that can take them from the world of their hell to the world of their heaven. Let's say, for example, you are a creator and you teach people how to use their iPhones to create massive and great videos. Their hell is that they have a phone, but they don't know what to do with the phone. Their heaven is that they want to be able to turn their phone into a content creating machine. You as a creator, you have the skill set, you have the knowledge set to move them from their hell into their heaven. You understand me? Now, when you are creating content, you need to speak to their hell. You need to speak to their problems. If you speak to their problem, you will get their attention. When you get their attention, they will pay for you to carry them from their hell to their heaven. And also, you can also speak to their heaven as well. You can tell them how beautiful their heaven will be. You can tell them how much money they can start making when they start creating content with their phone. That is how you get people's attention, because people don't care about you. They only care about themselves. So when creators post that they traveled abroad on holiday, they don't care about you. They don't care about you. You see, you think you are showing them your shoe. You are showing them. If you follow me on Instagram, I don't post all those things. I don't post all those things. Oh, I'm flying here. Am I Kim Kardashian? I don't post, or even when I bought properties, I didn't even post it. Yes, so I have properties. I don't post them. Why? It doesn't matter to the market. Why will I post that I bought property? For what? How does it help somebody to sell? You need to understand people's needs. You need to understand people's needs. Am I talking to somebody here? And you create marketing assets to get their attention. Did you get that? Now, when you get their attention, they will make inquiries. They will come to your DM. They will come to your WhatsApp. And some of you are terrible at follow-up. Some of you watching me right now, these creators, you are extremely terrible at, listen to me, any client you don't follow up, you don't deserve that business. I don't think you heard me. Some of you don't respond to DMs. Some of you are very nasty in the DMs. And some of you look at the person's post before you attend to their DM. If they don't look rich, you don't attend to them. I was talking to one of my clients. They did 20 billion last year in real estate sales. The guy was saying, he said, Coach, do you know that when we run ads, clients on Instagram that have less than 100 followers, some of them don't even have a DP, they are the ones that buy property from us. The most. Some of you are so vanity driven. If the client does not look packaged, you don't want to sell to the client. You are stupid, really, because the client doesn't need to dress well. It's you that should dress well. The client does not need to package. It's you that should package. Why are you judging the client? Why? Why are you judging the client? You know, some of you are terrible at follow-up. Terrible. You don't follow up because you don't know that 90% of sales are lost because people don't follow up. Some of you watching me right now, a company has told you that they will do business with you. You called them once, you didn't call them again. You send them an email once, you didn't send them an email again. Let me tell you something. Before Guaranteed Trust Bank gave me a job, I followed up on them for 1 year. I followed up on GT Bank. That GT Bank you're seeing, that Lagos. They are my clients. I followed them up for 1 full year, sending them an email every single month. But you follow up on your girlfriend, oh? And Mr. Creator, that girl, you have been following up on that girl for her to come to your house. You have been following up on her, but you can't follow up on your clients. May God help you. Yes, now. Yes. Some of you are terrible at follow-ups. And that is the reason why you are not closing enough sales. Next thing, let me also give you guys one trick here. When a client asks you for your price in your DM, don't give them your price in your DM. It sounds controversial, Abby. Okay. You have done your marketing now. They came to your DM and I asked you, how much is it to work with you? You knew too. You now mumu yourself, went to type your price to give them. That's why they didn't get back to you now. You know why? Price mentioned before value explained will lead to a lost sale. I'll say it again. Price mentioned before value explained will lead to a lost sale. Because you tell the client that, oh, your price is 1 million naira in the DM. They'll just block. They'll just lock up. They'll lock up. Rather, this is what you should do. Anybody who asks you for your price in the DM, tell the clients, thank you. Can we get on a call so that I can explain further? Because you don't know why you arrived at that price. Preferably, let them get on a Google call, Google Meets call or Zoom call. Watch this. When you're on the call with the client, ask the client, is it okay if I take digital notes in this meeting? The client says, yes. You have gotten them. You need to ask questions, you close them. Whether you close them or not, you have the notes. Two things will happen to you. If you do this, I'm telling you, close this. Me, in fact, I'm booked to the end of this year. I am booked to the end of this year. Booked sales trainings. Booked. And they tell you something. You're not gonna listen now. You're not gonna listen now. See, you're not gonna listen now. Now, listen. Now, when they get on that call with you, I have a special framework I give to people. I have a special framework that I give to people on on how you should sell to those people. By the way, I have a package for all of you. If you like, buy. If you don't like, you don't buy. I've written 2 books on sales, and I put it together. You know, I read like 40 books a year, and all the 25 books I've read recently, I summarize all of them. Then about two of my old or my past webinars of 5 hours each, where I broke sales down. You can get all of those things for 15,000 naira. It's in my seller, so I can drop it here. If you want it, if you don't want it, I spend thousands of pounds every year on my personal education. So I will thoroughly encourage you to do. I'll drop it, the link here for you to get it. Get that. Read a lot. You know, that will help you. Now, after the meeting, always send your client a post-sales call summary. What did I say? Type it for me. Type it in the comment. Everybody say post-sales call summary. Post-client meeting summary. Post-client meeting summary. And I'll tell you why that is important. Anybody who takes this seriously, they always make sales. Post-client meeting summary. Now, the reason for that is this. Once you get on a call with a client, they listen to you and you listen to them. Send them a summary of the meeting you had with them. They will take you seriously. I'm telling you. Send them a summary of the meeting you had with them, and they will take you very, 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 very seriously. Very, very seriously. All right? So that's how you move from marketing to sales to closing that client. I mean, the other strategy, I just did a Instagram video about it yesterday, and it got like over 2,000 views. It's on my Instagram now. The next one is master AI. Master this thing called AI. Let me show you an AI tool that I just built. So, because I want you guys to know that, well, this guy is 50 years old, but he's on fire with this thing, man. So that you know that, we're not playing here. Look at this AI tool that I just built. I have an AI class coming up, so I built it to teach my students. I have an AI class coming up this Saturday. Look at it. So I built this tool as a sales scorecard. You ask you questions like, how many new people do you intentionally reach out to or connect with each week? You give you a score. Boom. You give you a score there. I have some ideas. Again, do you have a clear, reliable system for generating leads? You give you a score here. Boom. Just be giving you a score. I built this tool by myself. I built it by myself. So if a 50-year-old guy can use AI like this, what about you? What are you doing? Do you know how many meetings I've closed with that thing? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. If I just did a YouTube video on this on my YouTube channel. Go and check it out. My latest YouTube video is on how to use Claude to build tools for yourself. So my YouTube channel, check it out. So that is the simple. Mr. Coordinator, when do I stop? I don't know. I can teach sales for days. When do I stop? Mr. Coordinator. Okay, so I have 5 more minutes. Okay, let me take some questions here because there's no more things that I should share. Please, can you share my link with them as well? The link I spoke about, the product that I have there for them, all the books and all those things. Any questions, please? Were you blessed today? Thank you, Mr. Fortin. Somebody said the speaker is on fire. How do I start generating leads that will buy my product? Create a lead magnet. Create a lead magnet. Somebody say just continue. I like that. Somebody, what have you learned today? It's like some people want me to stop. No. Some people are calling for the next speaker. Please, sir, touch on closing sales. You be too much. Oh. We are blessed to have you. Oh, thank you so much. All right. One other act that you can even use to get new leads for your business is you can say to yourself, okay, who is currently doing business with the kind of people that I want to do business with? Link markets or coordinator, please, can you drop this link for them? I think they're asking for it. So that they can get the product. Yeah. Any questions, please? Mr. Coordinator, I'd like to see your face. So. Any questions, please? Your identity is everything. Really, it is. It is everything. It is everything. You shouldn't leave. You shouldn't leave. Continue. Someone say you shouldn't leave. Continue. Where's our coordinator? He's not talking to me. Where are you now? Oh my God, I have learned to keep repeating the idea. Oh yes, that thing that you just said, and Mary, that's a very powerful thing. Repeat the identity that you want. It is so powerful. It will shift the energetics around you. It will shift the energy. If you know what that thing can do for you, if you know what identity can do for you, it will determine what you attempt, what you don't attempt. If you know what it will do for you, I didn't teach in this class. So I hope you guys know I didn't teach. If you know, my class is 2 days straight, 3 days straight. That's why I say, go and get that. Coordinator, have you dropped that product for them to get it? 15K product.
Yes, so it's going to send the link to them. So we will drop it in the comments, and then we'll also send an email to them after the session with everything.
Okay, please, so that they can go to my seller link and
yes.
Think about it. I hope you guys were challenged. If a 50-year-old guy can build all these AI tools by himself, what are you doing? Abi?
Yeah. I'm trying. That's. I was going to say, like, I'm half your age, so yeah. I think I need to be super challenged.
Yeah, and I'm not started. I'm not slowing down. I'm not started. If somebody that has 3 children can read 40 books a year, how come you can't read 1 book? Raise a family, married happily for 19 years. What's your excuse? And you can't keep one girlfriend. You can't keep 1 boyfriend. Oh, I should flog somebody now. One of the ways to generate leads for business is do a lead magnet. Do a lead magnet. Do a lead magnet. You can use AI to generate a lead magnet right now. Tell them to take that product I sold to them. If they like that, then sabi. Tell them to get that product. Get that product.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very
Any
much.
more
That was
questions?
really, really, really exciting. Do you have any more questions for Paul Foh? Please just drop them in the comments if you have
Thank you,
any
everybody, for coming.
questions for me to the next session. But thank you very
Yeah,
much.
call on
For
the next
those,
speaker.
okay, I'll be the. So this is for those that are not jotting. I was jotting, like taking notes of a lot of things. So thank you very much. So I'm going to move to the next session now. We just want to talk to
Can
you
I leave the meeting
briefly.
now?
Okay, I think I didn't hint about this, but we actually have something very interesting planned for you all right after this. So the idea is you already know something people would pay for to learn. I think that's something that's actually core in like what we believe as Selar. That the first idea is simple. You already know something people would pay to learn. Every creator develops insight, skill, experience over time. So that knowledge that you've developed over time, it's now valuable. And I mean, that's why, as Paul Foh said, you should ensure that like you keep investing in knowledge, you keep building your knowledge base. So, but the issue is now, okay, now the issue is no longer the knowledge. The issue is really a lack of value. The issue is structure. A lot of creators sit on knowledge that could generate income. Like some of the things you've learned, some of the things you understand, some of the things you can do now, it can actually generate income for you. And one thing that we've seen is that a lot of people are actually sitting on this knowledge. I mean, yes, most creators are busy. I mean, I think Fisayo even mentioned that he would not really advise for you to quit your job to actually start something. You actually don't need to quit your job yet. Yeah, you can be posting, you can be showing up, you can be building an audience. But the major issue now is like at the end of the month, numbers don't match your effort. So numbers don't match your effort. But business and profitability are not the same thing. So at the end of the month, you need to be able to make sure that like you are realizing something. And it's that second part that we actually want to teach you about today. So creators earning consistently and are not always the most talented. They are not always the loudest. They are not always the biggest. They are simply the most structured. And they did three things very well. So first of all, they package their income, they price it clearly, and they made it easy to buy. One thing, and this is what separates income from influence. So one thing that we always emphasize here at Sellers, you don't necessarily need millions of followers to actually make profits, actually make your sales. You need clarity and you need structure. Yes. So I mean, the market is ready. The question is, are you ready? Are you ready? Because people are buying courses, people are buying ebooks, people are buying master classes, people are buying events tickets, people are buying membership, people are buying coaching. And whatever you know, basically, seller will help you sell it. And to talk about like, oh, what seller is already, we've explained what seller is. Seller is a platform for creators and entrepreneurs to sell digital products and services to anyone, anywhere in the world. As you've seen, basically, Fisayo has his courses on Seller. Paul Foh has a lot of digital products on Seller. He did mention, yes, he's one of our top creators, and it's very interesting to see the amount of growth he has had over the years. And the idea is this can be you also. We have 300 and there are about 230,000 plus creators, just like you selling on Seller. We have expanded to about 10 plus countries across Africa. We can sell with over 12 currencies and we have over 2.2 million users. This is like a very, very huge audience that you actually need to tap into. So, I mean, step one is signing up or let's say if you have not. So, if you are signed up on Seller, let's like just let's do a short poll. Are you signed up on Seller? Just but if you're not signed up on Seller yet, or if you don't have a product yet, just like let's know in the comment section. I would like to actually see some of us. So step one is usually signing up. Uh, then the next thing, then Then, but the thing is, signing up alone is not enough. Knowing what to do next is also is where most people get stuck. So people stay at the dashboard. They're like, oh, what should I create? How should I price it? Who will buy it? How do I launch it? What if nobody buys? Yes. Someone asked how do we build structure? Yes, we're going to get there. And I like the fact that you have some people that have signed up. If you have not signed up, it can also signify that you have not signed up. And if you signed up and you don't have a creator product yet, you can also signify that. You also signify that. Then so yeah, and here's what you've seen over time, like I explained. The creator signs up, creates an account, but like you're staring at the dashboard, like, oh, what should I create? How should I price it? Who will buy it? What's the next thing that I was going to do? And things that because there's no clarity, there's delay. And the thing about delay is that delay kills momentum. You are fired up today. Different people have spoken, Paul Foh has spoken, Fisayo has spoken, Tolulope has spoken, and then like there's momentum. But once there's a form of delay, in that momentum process, then like it's all dead. The momentum dies. A lot of things that you want to get doesn't actually come true. And at the end of the day, nothing gets published and nothing gets sold. And for this reason, we've actually built something very interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're introducing the Creator Monetization Workshop. And what is the Creator Monetization Workshop? So the Creator Monetization Workshop is a 4 weeks hands-on program designed to take you from I have knowledge to your first 10 sales in 30 days. So the exact gap we've spoken about is why we built the Creator Monetization Workshop. So it's not that you come after this webinar and you've written to a lot of very interesting sessions and then you're not able to actually move to the next stage. So this is a structured 4 weeks hands-on program. So we are going to move you from I have knowledge. So I have a product live and I am making sales. It's going to be practical. It's going to be guided. We're going to be with you every step of the way, and it is implementation focused. So yes, what are the things that are included in it? So first of all, we're going to have 4 expert sessions. So each week we're going to go live and we're going to break down the process into manageable steps. We're going to talk about clarity for your product, idea, and audience. We're going to craft your message and positioning. We're also going to talk about how you can build and set up your product properly, and also talk about how you can launch and start selling also, just to ensure that like from week 1 to week 4, everything that you would need is there. We are with you on this. So if this is something you're excited about and you think that it's going to be very interesting, just drop the comment in the section. Just type workshop or drop an emoji. Yeah. And this thing is very important because we're not just going to teach. We are going to assign action steps for you. We're going to have specific tasks to complete each week. So you're not wondering what to do next and you know exactly what to execute. This year, we're all about you, the creators. We're all about getting you from 0 to 1. And that is the major thing that we want to achieve with this. And then, so by the end of the 30 days, you will have a product live on Seller. You'd have a clear message that attracts buyers. Also, a launch strategy that you can repeat. So your first 10, also, you're also going to get your first 10 sales or a clear path to them. And like I mentioned again, it's not a masterclass you're going to watch and forget. It's a workshop you finish with receipts. And I should mention that it is limited. The spots are limited because you can't guide everyone. Over 2,500 people actually registered for this masterclass. So we're not going to open, this workshop will not be open to everyone. It will open to both first come, first serve, and also we're also going to approve people that apply. The link is already displayed. If you can see the link, and the link will also be shared with you. And you're not the first, and you won't be the last. I have a lot of creators using Seller. Paul Foh uses Seller, Fisayo uses Seller, and making a lot of money on Seller. Passive income, and one of our top creators also made like over 200 million naira in 2 years selling digital products. We have Adora also making $6,000 selling ebooks. etc. Then other creators that you can also be a part of. Like I would want to see like some of your names also in our slides that you guys are doing well with Seller. You all have taken a lot of the lessons that has been spoken about today among the names that we have here. And how do you join? So it's application based because we're going to review the applications. The link will be shared with you. The link, this is the link, and we'll also share the link with you by the mailbox. You can also take the link down now if you are ready to start. So just the link. So I'm going to review every application and ensure we're working with creators who are serious about building a profitable business. And it's totally free. I think I should emphasize that it's totally free. We are invested in your success and nothing else. We are invested in your success. And it's totally free. So just join this workshop. You're going to have a lot of us in that session just with you with a hands-on and guided session. And then, and just to give you a little bonus of our own, just to give you a little bonus of our own. It's free to use Seller. If you don't know that now, it's free to use Seller. However, there are some features that you might need a pro plan for. You might need to upgrade for. And we are offering you 10% if you feel like you fit that category of creators who want to use our pro plans or turbo plans. Use the coupon code GO4PRO and get 10% off your first month when you subscribe to any of the pro plan or turbo plans. So we're ready to support you. Thank you very much for your time. I hope to see you inside the workshop, or I hope to see every single one of you that have been commenting inside the workshop. Let's build something profitable together. Thank you very much. Before we give it a wrap, because we're already at over 2 hours, which is past the time scheduled for this call, just let me answer 1 or 2 questions if we have any, so we can wrap up. And I should also mention that every single resource, every single thing would be shared with you all in a, we're going to send them in a mail. We're going to ensure that like every single thing. So if you signed up for this masterclass, for this webinar, just ensure that like every single thing that has been given. So the resource from Fisayo, the resource from BusinessDay, the resource from Paul Foh, and also everything we're giving you here would actually be shared to your mail. So be patient and you'll receive everything by tomorrow after this program. So thank you very much for coming to this session. I hope you really had like a very, very interesting time. Do have a lovely evening. Do enjoy the rest of the evening. And remember everything that has been spoken about today. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. I'm going after this to challenge myself. I hope you are, and build something profitable. Bye. Thank you very much.
Hey Siri, how do I make money as a digital creator? How can I make money from my creativity? What's the best course hosting platform in Africa?
To do that, you'll need to be online.
All right, I'm online. What's next? Everyone has a story to tell. The difference is in how we tell them. As a creator, you tell your stories with the content you create. Our job is to give you a platform to monetize your content. So the next time you think about digital products, think Selar. Get started for free on selar.co today.